Hello! Greetings! It's Jehovah's Laws again with another Made in Hawaii 10 Commandment broadcast onto the entire world to people that think I'm crazy. Well, I don't think I am, speaking for God. I think I am just fine, speaking for God. As I'll have His good housekeeping seal of approval for speaking for Him. He needs people speaking for Him. That's why they used to behead people that spoke for them. And the spiritual rock, as in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, that followed after Moses was Christ. That was Christ who followed after Moses. So in Matthew 7, first chapter of what Paul recorded to Matthew was what? About the birth of Jesus. In chapter 7, that was the ending of his sermon on the Mount. And what do you suppose that first word was? What was he stressing on chapter 7 of Matthew? Judge not. So, here's the question, world. If we're building things that go gee, I hope that bomb hits where we hope it does. You know how the wind goes where it wants to. I hope it doesn't hit innocent civilians. Because that doesn't look like we're keeping His 6th commandment very well. And God's what's going on down there? You don't think God sees you dropping those? Of course He does. He'll chat with you later over each and every one. Every hair in your head is numbered, and you don't think He knows that you're dropping them? You don't think He knows who Casey killed? Who helped her? Come on. Even Isaiah knew he was coming. You don't think he knew he was coming? He's the one who told you. In visions. When they fell asleep, they got their vision. They had a vision of how the world would go against their own Creator in the form of Jesus. They weren't even keeping God's commandments after Moses left for 40 days. They couldn't even keep it for 40 days. Maybe that's why God kept him so long. He was testing them down there. Just as He was testing him in the garden when he disappeared, after telling them not to eat from that one tree and tempting them with knowledge. So, do we know his commandments, or do we just state that we know them by dropping bombs to prove we know them and shooting people with guns? Is that judging not, as he commanded in Matthew 7, to judge not, that ye be not judged? For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. Don't you know you'll be destroyed as you destroy others for dropping bombs and judging them like that? If I were you, when they order you to drop them, I would jump out the window rather than drop them. Because when God deals with the person that supported such activity, was Peter right when the Romans came to him and said, "Does your master pay tribute?" And speaking to them, he said, "Why, yes." Oops. Peter, how think ye? So we support killers. Go and from the first fish you catch, take the coin from its mouth and pay them, in order that our children may be free from what you have said. Right? What are we saying when we're dropping bombs? To love one another. To love thy neighbor as thyself. He even commanded that you love your enemies. To bless them that curse you. To do good to them that hate you. Is that doing good, dropping bombs on them? Are you keeping his commandments, folks? I don't think so. Come on, do better. And when God gets through with you, you're going to look like the Swiss cheese for not keeping them. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no gods for me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, but that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not let him kill us. And taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, down, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, the manservant, nor the maidservant, nor the cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day, and did honor thy father and thy mother, that it is, where belong upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not covet the neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is the neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear but the gospel for this, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for God is come to with you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was. And the Lord said unto Moses, Also shall say unto the children of Israel, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shall sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thy oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come to thee, and I will bless thee. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone, for if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps under mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. That's Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 to 26. The 10 Commandments, entirely. Can you say them as well, world? Ha ha.